Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time I have all top 16 deck list from the PPG last weekend. I know I'm kind of late with this, very late, but I didn't even know this was posted or anything, so still going to go over it now. Also make sure to go check out the Carlin Show store on Facebook. They're the ones that posted these deck lists and made them like look all nice and everything. But we can see that the top 16 deck breakdown, we had 31% Phantom Knight, 6% Tri Brigade, 6% Medal Shade, 13 Eldritch, 13 Sword Soul, 13% Virtual World, and 18% Invoke. Also, you do have to realize this was like 48 hours after the ban list was dropped, so it's not reasonable to take these results and say this is what the format is going to look like, as a lot of these players just played what they were comfortable with. Also, a lot of players just didn't know how to play their deck correctly. We saw a lot of that too. That's probably why something like Invoked did more well, just because like the deck is already like done. Like it's already built. All you do is take a Natty Servant and Fusion Destiny, and your deck was like exactly the same pretty much. But yeah, I think that's why like this deck had 31% and this deck had 18. But going on to the deck list now, first place we got Gabe. So we got 40 card, the 39 card list. Going second cards only plays Droplet. See, something I don't like about a lot of these lists that I've been seeing is that people have been playing like 3 to 6 going second cards, which means that like they just lose the mirror match if they play it. Like game 1 they auto lose, game 2 they have to put in like put in all of these and then like hope that you see multiples, even though they're like the percentage isn't super high to see multiples of hand traps when there's 12 of them there, like post side deck. So like I don't know. I think the list definitely has stuff to improve on. You could also play like punks in the list. That stuff's pretty good. I don't think a lot of people knew about that, like for this tournament. So I don't think there's gonna be like any punks in Top Cut, but those cards are pretty solid. And then going on to the next list, we have the second place. We already did like a whole player interview with this player on the channel, so there's not really anything to go over. I'm pretty sure he's talking about he's going to take the Ready Fusion out, change up the extra deck a little bit. If you want to watch that video, you can go ahead and look on my channel. It was posted like 5 days ago. And then on to the next list, we have top 4, Charlie. Hey, let's go. Let's go, Charlie. We got 2 Tai, 3 Moe, Long Young. Just looking for like the weird stuff in the build, like E-Telly Ogre. Like the E-Telly target is a hand trap because you could also play the punks, which are very good, but you know that's obviously more engine and not hand trap. So you have to like really decide like what you want to play. See that the list was 42, 8 going second cards. Then side decks like dotKuro, Lancia, Gamma, Needle Fiber Package like 001. Ruddy Rose is probably overperformed over the weekend with all the Phantom Knight players. Ruddy Rose goes crazy versus Phantom Knight, just destroys the follow up. And then next list we have Hani. So looking at the list, we have 41 card Phantom Knight, plays 3 Droplet, 3 Ash, so it looks like the same exact list as the first place list, except for they're playing 3 Ash over like the 2 Junk Forward and then playing 41 all, but Upstart's also not in the deck, Shade's not in the deck. See like Evil Swarm Nightmare, that card, that's a pretty good card. Nightmare Phoenix, that's an interesting choice. Side deck Nib, Lancia, Gamma. Back row Hate. Then also like not playing the punks. Next list, we have Terry Miller, and this is another Phantom Knight list. We're going to see a lot of these. Like a third of the lists are going to be Phantom Knight. Droll, Ash, Droplet, 8 going second cards in their list. Also plays like the Junk Forward and Knight. Shade, no wings in the deck. We see Raiders Knight there. Raiders Knight is cool. I don't know if it's like very necessary in the deck right now, at least. No Almirage on the extra deck. I was playing like the Underworld. Kaiju's in the side deck. Anti-spell evenly. Next list, Also, like, I don't think they played out like the top 8. Like, if you lose in top 8, you're just out of the tournament. So I think when it says like 6th place, I think it means like just top 8. Unless if they actually played it out, then that's wild because like no tournament like ever does that. And then we're gonna see another needle fiber sword soul deck. 40 cards, 3 droplet, 3 cosmic, 3 imperm, 2 ash. Yeah, no E-Tele package in the deck or anything like that. See Herald of Arclight there. Then, ooh, anti-magic arrows. This card is wild. So you just like enter the battle phase, start a battle phase, activate it. Rest of the turn, no spells, no traps. So you just like combo. Against back row decks, honestly, like if people aren't prepared for this card, you just say like end of main, and they're gonna be like, oh, they have evenly, and then you go start a battle phase, anti-magic arrows, and they can't use their floodgates. But if people are prepared for this card, then end of main phase, people can activate floodgates to play around it. But I don't think this card's ever been like so popular that people have actually like tried to play around this card. So like this card can definitely take people like if they don't expect it, this card can just destroy people. So that's probably what they did against back row decks with this. Then we have Anthony Colon. We have the Eldritch Brave Token Hero stuff. Alright, so it's time to play like the Eldritch engine in the deck, the 3 cursed, maxing out on the traps here. Extra deck. We can see that. Do play Prosperity here. Foolish can dump Temple or Lord if you want it. Lava Golem, Nib, Evenly, Judgment, TC not main decking like any of the floodgates, not skill drain or anything like that. Main decking 9 hand traps, Imperm, Lancia, Ash. Alright, seems like a pretty solid list. Not playing like the cyber stuff or anything like that. Next list, we have... I watched the deck profile on this list. This is the Fallen Invoked deck. Pretty cool. The Fallen stuff will definitely be more popular, like, April time when it comes, like, the structure that comes out. But I guarantee a lot of people just didn't know what these cards did right now. Just able to, like, catch people off guard and win games because of that. It's, like, one of the best things about playing a deck that, like, people just aren't prepared for. Even if it's not as good as other decks, if people just don't know what the cards do, they're not prepared for it, they don't know what to stop, it can just make the deck, like, better. It was kind of cool. See, 2 talents, 2 prosperity. It looks so weird. 2 Nadir Servant, 2 Invocation, 2 Fusion Destiny, 2 prosperity, 2 talents, 2 of this spell. Kind of wild. I guess like you gotta play 2 of this. You gotta play 2 of this. They're designed to play 2 of this, and then they're just doing like 2/2. You see Caliga in the extra deck, Moon Maiden. They're not playing like the actual like Dogmatica cards in the deck, like the Ecclesia and Maximus. So you don't need Amirage. Amirage does help you get like access to Purgatrio, but doesn't come up that much. Then we got next place, Jason Leonard. We have the Invoked Dogmatica deck playing 41 cards, 2 Maximus in the deck, 2 Invocation. They're playing 9, 12. They're also playing the Called By and the Harpies. What's filled? So the extra card is like Maximus, Harpies, Called By. Oh yeah, they're playing the 2 Invocation. Okay, I was just seeing like the difference between this list and my list before the format. Like before new format, because obviously all I gotta do is take Fusion Destiny and Nadir Servant out and replace those with 2 extra cards, but they decided to play 41. And then also this may become more correct. I think last format 100% 1 Invocation was correct. I think most invoked players would agree with that. Most good invoked players would agree with that, I should say. But in the new format with how popular Lancia is, people are main decking it. A lot of people are side decking it. Probably right to play a 2 Invocation, but to be honest, it's probably right to just not play this deck. But yeah, Estrex not that crazy, pretty like standard. Royal Decree. And I had somebody ask me, do I think Royal Decree will be good in the side deck this format? No. Why would this card be good? Like, I think there's more efficient ways to out back row, right? Like, a Royal Decree can't be the right choice. I refuse for it to be the right choice. The card can also be outed. Something like Trapstone would probably end up being better if that's really what we were going for. Because, like, Royal Decree can get hit with Conquistador Pop. Trapstone can't. At the same time, there's no way I'm probably playing either of those cards in my deck list, like, ever again. It's like old times. Maybe, though. Maybe. Depends on how the format shapes. But I don't think it's going to shape to be like this. I don't think it's going to shape to be where most decks are like this. See the hero package in the deck? They're playing this. 2 TC Boo. Maxing out on like Eldritch cards. Also has Cursed. I don't know why I keep seeing people play 2 Cursed. It's actually just not needed, right? Like, I don't know. Like, if you have 9 and then 10, do you really need the 11th? I feel like there's a lot of hands with Eldritch where you either lose because you don't have Eldritch Engine, you just have traps, and they just, like, beat you down with something random, or you draw too much Eldritch Engine and you can't stop your opponent. I feel like you need, like, the right balance. I feel like people are starting to move to too much Eldritch. At the same time, though, Cursed is really good with Fusion Destiny. It's like the good Dryden Cursed combo. But if you really wanted to see that combo all the time, wouldn't you just play 3 Cursed? Also, you don't really need this card right here. No, I don't know. Like, the White Destiny is just not. I don't like this card. Honestly, I've, like, never played this card in my Eldritch list. I just never have liked it. I always feel like Black Awakening has just been better for me. Maybe there'll be a point in time where I switch my opinion on it, but right now I still stick with, like, the Black Awakening if you're going to play that spot. 2 Enforcer, because playing the Extravagance. Rest of the Estrex is pretty good, you know. Have, like, a nice solid Estrex. Also have, like, the Christmas package, and then, you know, multiple of these in case if one gets hit off Extravagance. Doesn't play the Pleiades in the deck. Summon Limit, Anti-Spell Judgment. You know, these cards, they help beat, like, the Lightning Storm, the Harpy's Feather Duster, stuff like that. And then next list, we have 11th, which is Madolche. Okay, so they play Fairy Tale Snow. Is this good in the deck? I feel like it wouldn't, right? You always have to use your normal. Is it a small world target? They're playing 3 Gamma, 3 Shifter, 3 Nib, 3 Imprim, 1 Skullmeister. Skullmeister is 100% a small world target, but it's also a hand trap. Playing 1 Harpy's Feather Duster. Not playing as many consistency cards as I've seen other lists play before. But honestly, the list looks pretty solid. Assuming that this is a small world target. It's gotta be. 100% it's gotta be. Then they're playing Prosperity, they're not playing Extravagance, so their extra can look a little bit more clean. These are just Maximus targets. You know, if you have extra, like, if you have free extra X spots, you may as well just put in, like, Maximus targets, because, like, you play against Maximus, like, these are good cards. And then they're playing, like, the Needle Fiber and just Selene. What? Oh, I guess that bring back a few things in this list. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Troll, Mystic Mind, Cosmic, DDG. Next list, we have 12th place, Virtual World, playing this package in it with the Psy Reflectors. I don't think these cards are very good. I think, again, people are just like, they don't know what the punk cards do. They're just like, oh, these punk cards, they suck. But, like, I don't know, it's probably just better than the Psy Reflectors because, like, you don't have to put 2 bricks in your deck. It doesn't give you as much advantage as if it resolves, though, because the Psy Reflectors give you, like, free cards to discard, too. But is it worth playing the extra bricks to have your combo be a little bit better when, like, you know, your deck list only has 6 going second cards in it? You could play a smaller engine that almost accomplishes the same thing while being able to play more going second cards. And then also something about the punks is, like, if you play those cards, not a lot of people know what they do. So, like, you can also catch people off, like, guard with them. They might negate the wrong thing. With these, people know exactly what you're going for. If they don't, then they just don't know the format. Well, they just haven't, like, watched a video with these in the last, like, months, which is not good for them. Oh my gosh. 2 Talents, 2 Lightning Storm, 2 Cosmic, 2 Nib, 2 Lancia, 2 Bell, 2 Droll. Might be the right side deck. It depends on how the side deck patterns are. Some people make fun of side decks when they have like random 1-0s in it, and I'm like, yo, you can't really judge a side deck until you know the side deck patterns. You might be able to judge some cards in the side deck and be like, yo, Bell do be kind of buns, but like the old 2-ofs besides like the 1 red reboot to like finish it off might be correct for the list. It really depends on how they side. I haven't played like the Psi Reflector with the 3 E-Telly and the 1-for-1, so I don't know exactly how they plan on side decking with this deck against certain matchups. But hey, if their like sheet tells them to do that, then fair enough. Going on to the next list, we have Kamal playing 41 card. Is this just the same? I think this is the same list as Hani. Kind of looks like it with like these going second cards. No Shade. The Nightmare Phoenix. Yeah, whoa, there's Pankratops over like the Harpies. Okay, so that's the one difference I'm able to find. Okay, fair enough. Next list, 14th place, Sebastian. This is, I was about to say this is just like another copy, but they're playing Ogre. Playing the F-Zero package in the extract, the 1 Break Sword, no Evil Storm Nightmare, anything. Side deck is definitely different. Over prepared for back row matchups, you could say. Cosmic is also decent versus the Phantom Knight matchup. I mean, it hits Scythe, but like, they're gonna have a negate a lot of the time anyways. Like, next list, 15th place, we have Jamel playing with the Dragoon Invoked Eldritch Dogmatic. Playing 6 going second cards, 3 Red Eyes Fusion. They're trying to like actually see this card, not just Anaconda into it. TC Boo. Yo, this list is wild. Playing 45 also. Deciding to play this over like an Enforcer. Alright. Definitely an interesting choice for the event, BLS link. Next list and the last list, we have a Tri-Brigade deck. Playing like the Fabled, you know, this card's cool as you go in the Arc, so you get to end on like Appaloosa, Revol, Herald of Arc, and you could also go like double Dragon Lords. And I mean, the end board's very good, don't get me wrong. It is a very solid end board. They're also playing Crossout, Called in the main deck, 41, which is probably why they're playing like the 2 of hand traps. Also, at like the beginning of a format, like very beginning of a format like this, also with a new set coming out, if you don't know what people are playing, you can play like these different hand traps, so that way like, it's kind of weird, like, if you just don't know what to expect, like, you cannot physically grasp what will be in the meta. You just play all these different hand traps. I don't think it's correct, because I feel like you can always somewhat get a grasp on what's going to be played. Like, I don't know, it's kind of weird, but it's also, like, I guess helps with Crossout, to be honest, though. Like, I was always, like, a big fan. If you want to play a Crossout target, you can just play one of it, even if there's Desires in the deck. Like, just that, I think that makes sense, like, math-wise, if you don't actually want to, like, be playing multiple of those hand traps because they're not actually that great. I feel like it's right to play one of them. Odds you drawing the 1 of hand trap plus the Crossout plus them drawing the hand trap, not that high. Even if you say, oh, Desires could banish, like, you play 1 Ash, Desires banish Ash, now my Crossout doesn't do anything. What are the odds of you drawing Crossout, drawing Desires banishing Ash, them also drawing Ash? So there's like a lot to think about there. It's like, I don't think it makes sense, but see 3 Omen, 2 Blossom, Amirage, Token Collector, Kaiju, Dark Ruler, even the Anti-Spell. Okay, so that is going to be it for the deck profiles. This came out like 5 days ago. I just never even caught it. But, yep, again, make sure to go check out the Carlancho store, which is a Facebook page. And with that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.